welcome, family, to another special message from the Ancient Ones. My name is Dr. Mumbi Saraki. How you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray that you are well in all your ways and that you're moving into living life truly on your own terms. Excuse the wind. We're hoping it will behave. Yeah. There's someone who wrote in the comments, I saw you. It made so much sense where you're like, the ancestors are in the wind. So sometimes you have to be like, yo, come on, help me do my work. Stop blowing so much. Let people hear what I have to say. It's affecting my business. Well, the most important message that I got from the Ancient Ones now is if you really want to come into your own power and if you want to really like create the new earth, create the new reality for yourself, then you have to stop watching Babylon's movies and Babylon's programming, especially about superheroes, family. Because all these movies and videos about superheroes are about you and me. And it's funny because I was like watching my show the other day and an ad came for the latest show, this latest movie called Black Adam. And it's like, I decided to watch it like, okay, Black Adam. First of all, they picked The Rock, who ain't black. And then when I saw him, it was all like, he can shoot fire from his chest and he's strong and he can fly and everything. And it's just like, that's such a limited concept of what a Superman or a Superwoman in our times would have been like. That is the furthest thing from the truth, family. Like, they have no idea. They just know that superhumans used to exist in certain times. They've seen records of people who were able to reach the highest level enlightenment. Did you know that one of the narratives around the pyramids is that it's like they were on such a high level of mental science, family. They had such high level magicians at that time that you had someone who could move a 9-ton boulder or 100-ton or 9,000-ton, however heavy they are, literally with their minds, family. They were able to get those boulders, shape them, and transport them to the pyramids and put them perfectly. Because they were like a 2-hour consciousness that was built by gods. So it shows you how much our consciousness has fallen, because we've never been able to even replicate a lot of the architecture that we found here. A lot of this architecture that, we've not been able to build it. Stories for other days. So family, of course you can do whatever you want. And I mean, it's always good, even if you're taking your children to watch like Wakanda Forever, if you must. Watch it with the consciousness like this is what they're telling you can be, but you're so much bigger with that. But if you're in this transition, family, I love movies, but I've had to limit it because it's like, it's a programming. And basically what I was saying is all the superhero movies are about our ancestors, are about our ancient ones, our superhumans who existed when there was a higher consciousness on the planet. They could do way more than fly around saving individual people. That's why this Jesus narrative to me is too kindergarten, family. That he was able to just heal a few people here and there. A true Son of God would have been able to shift things. And if you read like the infant, the story of, if you look at the Apocrypha, there's a story of the youth of the childhood of Yeshua or whatever, where, the children were making toys and he literally went to the soil near a river and like molded these birds and then blew on them and then they became birds that flew around. That's the power we're talking about. So if he could do that as a child, things like turning food for 5,000, that's nothing, family. There are people who you can create an energy field that is so powerful that everyone becomes full. Everyone gets all the nutrients they want. Everyone gets healed. So the story they tell us of Jesus limits our power. Please watch my show on how Jesus is the Antichrist. Because he limits your power. He stops you from, he's like the gatekeeper to Christ consciousness, because we're told he's the only one who can possess Christ consciousness. And so when you watch all these superheroes, family, it limits what you believe or what you know you're capable of. And it will just delay you from moving in some serious power. I mean, there's a story I've shared on here several times about how, there was one man who could heal. He could heal individuals. And so this guy went to him, and I think the woman had, like, his wife was crippled or something like that. And he was able to, like, shift the energy on her body and make her walk again. And the guy was so blown away. He was like, oh my God, you have the power to heal? And he's like, yeah, that's impressive. But wait till you see my other brother. He runs a whole village where, because he's there, no one in the village gets sick. No one in the village has hardship. No one in the village has issues. There's never war on that village. There's never disharmony in that village because of his energy and him maintaining a certain level of vibration. And he was like, wow, I have to go see this. Oh my, I've never heard of such a thing. So they went to the village where the community, it was more like a city. And they saw, like, the city was thriving, it was abundant, people looked beautiful, it was bright, it was colorful, it was all these things. And he was like, this is all because of your brother? And he's like, yeah. My brother is the one whose vibration, he never leaves this city, but while he's here, his energy just, it envelopes, or it keeps the city in a certain vibration, which protects them and all these things. And they met the brother, and he was like, wow, you're like, this is huge. You're like the biggest. And he was like, listen, wait till you meet our eldest brother, who is running like an entire nation. And then a nation was like a continent. Because he's on that nation, because he's in that nation, his vibe alone keeps that entire nation of millions and millions and millions and millions of people healthy, happy, whole, able to pursue their greatest dreams and aspirations. And that's why places like the ghetto and the hood have remained the ghetto and the hood, because the people who are able to raise their vibration move out. And I know it's a pain to now stay. You're going to stay there, and your vibration will affect the vibration of others. But if everyone had stayed in the hood, everyone in the hood would have been elevated. But those are stories for other days. So family, even this story of Wakanda Forever, they tell us these stories to, like, handicap us, because there is a mighty nation that is emerging. I think you've seen this movie, the Queen King or something like that. All these movies of a great, powerful warrior empress, because even the scriptures talk about the Queen of the South, who went to see Solomon with so many rubies and emeralds and golds, like he had never seen that she too would rise with her nations in the end. So when they try and say Wakanda Forever, and they're trying to give all these depictions, as a queen mother, and I'm speaking now to other queen mothers, you know who you are. As a queen mother, I can't afford to watch Wakanda Forever, because I don't want them to limit me. At this point, I am my limit. I am that I am. As a queen mother, that is not my story. As a queen mother, I don't lose my children. I don't lose my entire family. That doesn't happen to me on the level of consciousness and that I'm playing on family. So then I can't watch Wakanda and cry over Wakanda Forever and cry over it and like take it in, digest it into my system, and then it becomes part of my storyline. Because our storyline is not of death, man. So that's what I'm saying. And I mean, many will do whatever they want. It's absolutely fine. I'm not trying to dictate to your life. I just pray that if you continue to watch any of these Babylon movies and stuff, that you watch it with a certain discernment. Like for me, the only movie I would really watch in this time is Avatar 2. Like that to me, because Avatar blew my mind in terms of the creation story. It was so lush and beautiful. But all this other stuff like Wakanda Forever, we know the first show was a program. And then the hero died of cancer. I mean, come on, you think that's an accident? Then you're going to go and give Babylon all your money for the second one? So just, if you're going to watch these movies and stuff, just watch it with discernment. Know that they're trying to program you and limit you. It's even better that you start reading books, that you start getting into the folk tales and start learning of what some of our ancient magicians, ancient ancestors, ancient queens, royal priesthoods. Why were they called the royal priesthoods? Because they were the highest of the high. I'm not just a queen, but I'm the highest level astronomer. That's who Queen of Sheba was. She was the highest astronomer, highest level astrologer, understood the stars more than anyone else. And on top of that, she was a queen of Sheba. So family, don't allow Babylon. Babylon does not have your imagination. I'm sorry, I might be sounding like I'm just drumming the same point home, but Babylon lacks the imagination to tell you who you are. So don't give them that power, family. Really limit your interaction with their programming tools, because now you know what they are. And you should actually be too busy trying out your own superpowers at this point, if you've crossed over into this new earth. We're trying to deal with just breaking down the programming of our parents and our limited community that only saw us as one way, or because we were different, we were the black sheep. We're just trying to deal with that. So imagine adding the sophisticated programming of Babylon to that mess as well. Like when you're led, and I mean, sometimes we're led to certain shows to kind of see what their agenda is. But move with discernment when you do that, family, please. Because you are a much greater creator than Hollywood. Hollywood has nothing on you and what the kind of Superman or Superwoman or Iron Man or Iron Woman or Fireman or Firewoman that you can be. And you see, they even disempower you because even Black Adam ain't black. So they'll put a superhero in their images. Like, are they trying to steal our freaking... I mean, how does that work? Are you trying to steal our gifts, our superpowers? It can't work. It doesn't work like that. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below, family. Until next time. Tuko pamoja. Looking for a conscious community, or for people, you know, who are on their awakening journey, on their transition to an off-grid living in your country, well, we have the solution, family. We're calling it Unity Communities. We get so many emails every week from people who ask if I know of people in their region or people in their city or people in their town who are on a similar kind of journey, who have broken away or are breaking away from the religious psychosis, and they're looking for just people who think the same way in their town, in their city. But more importantly, to give us a community where we feel understood, understood, overstood, where we can bond with people of like mind. And if you feel called to be part of this, definitely email me at drmumbi at drmumbishow.com. Please put your country in the subject line with Unity Communities. Get in touch with me, drmumbi at drmumbishow.com. Unity Communities.